So there are a few ways to do it. First, during the, let's say, old days, I would place myself very much against the background, but I would also draw an X on the background. The X would represent me. Then I would stand very close to the background, where I would focus my camera on the X, and then I would have to make sure that I will stand very close to the background, to the X, to make sure that the camera does not confuse me with the background. Of course, you have to remember, the moment you step away from the background, the camera, which you're supposed to set on completely manual mode, so the focus doesn't shift away from you potentially when you take a picture, then when you step away from the background, the camera of course will focus on the background and not on you. So that's something that you have to keep in mind when you take self-portraits and you want to keep the images sharp. The second thing is that we can use a model, and I'm going to reintroduce my model from, you know him already from my previous photos with a human doll and a giraffe. So what I like to do is I would place something in front of, on a chair or on a stool in front of my camera, focus on it, lock the focus on manual mode, and then I would remove my semi-model, and then I would sit myself, for example, and then I would take a photograph of myself. Then the last but not least, so one is a shadow release wire, and then you can attach it to your camera, and then you can take several pictures without losing the focus. And another way, which is of course my favorite way, is a transmitter and a receiver. And then you connect the receiver to your camera, and then you of course take photos with your remote control, and that way you know you are never going to lose focus from your camera to the subject, which is of course you.